This was a very important session and part of an ongoing process that started more than 2 years ago. Today, we were able to reflect on what has worked, what still needs to be done, and it was also very clear that there's still a lot more to do across industry and government. Parties that have been working together to try to solve for specific situations. It was also very evident how the impact of municipal service delivery or lack thereof is so directly related to manufacturing operations, productivity and competitiveness.
What we can do is set up an active partnering model, right, that makes working between industry and government or local government practical. And that now has been sort of solidified by the signing of an MOU that happened last year on the 27th of November between the city of Ekurhuleni and the Wadeville Action Group. That's one industrial hub that we're focusing on, as well as the Eastern Gauteng Chamber of Commerce, which is representing industry in the Springs area. The important thing I think that we did was consistently keep building the relationship with the city, the people that are operational, the chief area engineers, the divisional heads. And I think it was, it's evident that they're now coming to the party. They're working with us. They're happy to work with us. They're happy to work through the manufacturing circle, to work with industry and start prioritizing things that needs to be fixed and fix them.
Wadeville needs entities like the manufacturing circle to become involved because industry focuses on what industry does best, just producing something. That should be industry's focus. Industry's focus should not be, we've got to fix infrastructure or we must engage with the municipality, etc. Unfortunately, there is no one at this point in time to actually play that role and actually bring industry players together. For example, establishing the Wadeville Action Group. So Manufacturing Circle has played a great role in that because some of its members are in Wadeville. The nice thing about Manufacturing Circle is it also has members in other industrial spaces, not just in the city of Ekurhuleni, all over the country. And so when you start engaging with them, let's say in Springs, for example, then it becomes a lot easier to say, well, guys, we're working in Wadeville, come to the table, let's start addressing the issues.
The value of the MOU, I think it's something that we and the city have to be committed to. Like we've seen, the city manager has signed and so that they're willing to go into the agreement with us. But what we see is, the departments, individual departments within the city that should actually be assisting in carrying out these activities. That's where we're seeing that there's a bit of a lag, in taking the assistance when we offer. And I think from our side, what we'd like to do is, to see a clear framework, on what needs to be done, when these things happen. Because in Springs, we've been plagued by these outages from, I'd say 2020, when we had the first fire in the JVA substation. And up until now, we know exactly what happened. So I think, we can contemplate different scenarios and make sure that we set up the framework in such a way that when the incident does occur, we learn from our past, taking hindsight, making it foresight into predicting what needs to happen going forward.
Talk is cheap, and we've had talk for a long time. So, the progress seems to be evident in the Wadeville group, the Springs group, but there's still a lot more work to be done. And there's certain entities that have done well and others not. So I think it's a mixed bag. But I think this is how you have to do it. You have to get the right people in the room.
City of Ekurhuleni is in the process of putting together a committee. That committee will ensure that all the necessary departments that are instrumental in making sure that the industries are operational at the right level. That committee will ensure that the needs of the industry are taken care of without sending the industry from pillar to post. They would have a one point of entry where their issues will be resolved sitting around the table with the relevant departments at the right decision-making level.
This is an incredibly important first step. It deals with the importance of collaboration and active partnering within industry and between industry and the city. We now need to scale this. We have addressed this at an industrial hub level in two areas, being Wadeville and Springs. We need to scale this across additional industrial hubs and across the entire city of Ekurhuleni. So it's a first step in the right direction. It's taken a lot of work to get here, and really what we're doing today is to see how can we scale this, both geographically and also enable better coordination and support within government across the municipality, as well as the province and at a national level.